Five for both teams. First for the Warriors. Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And at the pivot, a terrific defender and all-around player, the Australian sensation, 7-footer Andrew Bogut. And there's Iguodala. And it's Lee in at the 4 slot.
There were a lot of concerns about Curry, but he turned into a superstar, particularly in the playoffs. And now the Warriors have him locked up for 4 years. You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Outside Curry. There's the dish to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Hard, but you better believe the way he's playing and helping to lead this team, it's a good investment for Golden State.
It's a couple of turnovers for him here in the early part of the quarter. He's going to have to tighten things up a little bit.
Wade left side. Again, the Heat good for 2.
3 straight makes to start this game. Looking good.
Curry attacking. Shoots a fader, and it's Golden State with another.
Well, he's one player who can get hot in a big hurry. It's like he has an on-off switch, and once it gets flipped on, he's tough to stop.
Something else I'll say is that he loves those catch-and-shoot situations, Steve. When he receives the pass in space, it's right away looking to shoot it.
So a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
You know, the Warriors made big strides last year, and part of it was a retooling of the team, but they all...
And stolen by LeBron. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Such an aggressive attitude he has. No invitation needed for him to take it strong.
You know, it's interesting. When I think of momentum in the playoffs, it doesn't carry over from game to game or series to series. I think each game, Kevin, is really an entity in and of itself. That said,
Daddy is checked in. And here's Chalmers from the arc. That one goes. Count. Chalmers has got 5.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Dishes it to LeBron. He feeds it to Butler. Gonna bring that one, 2-handed jam. This game's gonna take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of...
Guys, they're getting the ball inside and getting really high percentage looks.
Curry dishes to Iguodala. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Iguodala's got himself on the board with 3 there. Chalmers with it. He has 7. Bosch kicks to Chalmers. Back to Bosch. Wade. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And finished off by LeBron.
Well, this game is off to a terrific start.
No doubt. On both sides, high-octane offense.
It'll count. Oh, he put it down!
It'll count.
What a shot!
I think that one was
at
good.
the buzzer! Check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. Well, David Lee, an all-star for the second time last season. He averaged almost 18 points, 11 boards, and 4 assists a game. In fact, he became only the 5th player in Warriors history to clear 17, 10, and 3. Lee said of his assist, quote, "Teams are giving me a lot of attention. A lot of times the natural thing is to find the open man." But he added, "I don't care about numbers. I get satisfaction from winning." And Kevin, the Warriors did that, with Lee making the first play.
I guess those guys are buying in.
Well, you look at the turnaround last season for Golden State. A lot of it has to do with the steady presence of Jarrett Jack and Carl Landry off the bench. They really brought toughness and a level of competitiveness that was maybe missing from the Warriors the year before. Yeah, nice fast break from
second quarter play. And for the Warriors, such an impressive turnaround last season, but financial constraints, you know, Clark, make it tricky for them, make it tricky for anybody. Keep teams together.
Well said, but I give the ownership credit for making the commitments necessary to put themselves in a good position going forward, Kevin. After such an impressive postseason showing, I think they want to continue that momentum.
Here's Chalmers, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Here's Battier, and that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. Chalmers has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Curry attacking, back to Lee, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
And it's Wade with the jam.
Back and forth we go. That basket gives us another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
The Warriors trail. Outside Curry. Blocked. But he gets it back. Golden State's gone 6 or 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. And Iguodala gets it to go in on the assist by Curry. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
Well, one thing I've always loved about Andre Iguodala is the fact that he's so unselfish. He's really probably best suited to play a point forward role, where he's handling the ball quite a bit, either in transition or in the half court at the high post. He can use his size to pass over the top of people.
Stolen by Wade. And the basket by Chalmers. And it's a 3-point Heat lead. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively, they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
A different look for Miami. Anderson
doing that. He rebounds, he defends, he passes, he provides scoring. You can't just look at his point totals and evaluate his game.
He's a lot to the
What do you call
stat sheet stuffer?
Yes, sir. That's him. Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
It was a great dunk, and also a great game we've got here.
Gets it to go. And that's now 24 points for Steph Curry.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though. You know, part of being a championship team is having the talent first and foremost, but then managing the minutes of that talent. The Heat, I thought, did a nice job monitoring the minutes of the big three throughout the season and playoffs last year.
Here's Wade following the basket by Stephen Curry. Wasted no time on that one. Wade's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
And Kevin, he's got such a great focus as a shooter. He's a very frustrating player to guard because unless you actually block his shot, you are not going to get in his head and affect him.
And there's something else on his resume that can't be overlooked. Just how many times he's taken over at the end of close games and carried his team to the win.
Well, as you said, Clark, the big three in their prime, but really, you want them to just get their work in during the season, not exhaust them.
The end of last season, Miami was huge play.
Major posterization right there, guys. The defender gave him up way too much height. All he could do was try to get out of the picture.
Outside Curry. Lee, back to Curry. Again, Golden State.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
Miami trailing. Kicks it to Wade. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers. 16 points for Dwayne Wade. Chalmers against Curry. Iguodala right side. Back to Curry. And it's Golden State with another.
He's created some good opportunities.
Has really become an outstanding coach.
An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Curry's got the first points of the second half here for the Warriors. Coordinator picking the game apart. Steve, he's very comfortable with the new advanced stat move analytics in the NBA.
Yeah, and I've had a chance to speak with him quite a bit. He says that the way they use advanced conversation piece in the coaching room, their analytics department will bring them various information and it will force them to ask questions, which is very healthy for a coaching staff to do.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
The Warriors have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Well, this is a good free throw shooting team a year ago. They hit about 79% of their free throws.
Outside Curry. They double team Curry. Iguodala kicks to Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 4 assists now tonight.
Last season and perhaps even the last 10 years or so when Steph Curry dropped 54 on the Knicks and made 11 threes on that night and everything was dropping.
Warriors have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Shot denied. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. The pass to Chalmers. The three from LeBron. And again, Miami with the triple.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Thompson passes to Curry. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The conference had a better than 500 record against the West, and no surprise the Heat were one of those three, and they were dominant against Western Conference opponents all year long.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Golden State's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Right side Curry. And another basket for Golden State. Mark, adding on to what you were saying about the Heat versus the West, they ended up 25-5, which is incredible, Steve, given how many tough teams that are in the Western Conference.
That's amazing, Kevin. They had a better record against the West than they did against the East in terms of their winning percentage. And so I think that speaks to just how motivated Miami was when they went out on the road to the West in particular to really show everybody how good they were.
Here's Bosch, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He didn't have to get off the ground very far for that one. The big man with the slam.
Well, he makes up for any lack of athleticism with that tremendous size, Clark.
Yeah, he's not exactly a smooth operator, but what he is powerful. And when he gets positioned in the lane, he can go up and get it done.
It's LeBron with the drive. Knocks it loose. Pass to Chalmers. LeBron outside. The tray. And again, Miami with the triple.
You know, his performance has been so important to this team. He's as dependable as ever, guys.
6 seconds left here in the third quarter. On its way from Curry. Traded just as the horn sounds.
And Kevin, he had the eye of the tiger there. I mean, he was not going to pass that shot up.
Back to Bogut. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And Adams slams it in.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic. One hands in.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Here's Lee. Feeds it to Bogut. Pass to Thompson. Lee outside. Curry attacking. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
You know, since halftime, he's been hesitant with the ball in his hands. First half, he was flawless with his decision-making, but not so here in the second.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Everything they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
Here's Iguodala. Good, and Curry gets the assist. That's 12 points for Andre Iguodala.
Absolutely on fire.
Out of hand, so this is a good timeout.
Let's catch up with...
Wow, fans just getting their money's worth tonight. Really entertaining ball game.
It has been. The margin separating these teams has been paper thin.
Outside Curry. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Gets it to go.
If they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Thompson from long range. Another three for Golden State. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
This could be an instant classic, pros. I mean, this thing has all the looks of a game that's going to go right down to the last shot.
He's got the touch they needed here as this one goes down to the wire.
Yeah, absolutely. He's 4 for 4, and he knows they need every basket. I would look for them to continue to get the ball in his hands.
That's good.
What an excellent performance from the field.
The feed to LeBron. And he hammers that one down right in the face of David Lee.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important.
They're 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. Curry kicks to Thompson. Back to Curry. From deep three-point range, another three for Golden State.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like all-star weekend out there. We know how much defense is played. There's actually defense during the all-star weekend, no D.
Lee passes to Thompson. Curry attacking. Nails it.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him. And he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
And that's a really deft touch right there, guys.
And he just guided that ball back up and in. You know, Clark, just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Really well done.
Yeah, you don't need to catch it and gather and try to go back up. If you've got that type of angle, he really took advantage.
To the paint.
This is exactly what happens when you allow Chris Bosh to get going.
This could be a turning point.
Kevin, critical possession here.
Curry. Wade is covering. Back to Thompson. The dish to Curry. And stolen by Chalmers.
Well, they're still within reach, but they need a hoop pretty much every time down the floor.
Well, they've got a little life, but they better execute every time.
And that is the shot of the game.
Well, he's got the guts and courage to take it and the skill to make it.
Right side Curry. Back to Thompson. Outside Curry. For the win.
Wow.
Nothing but zeros on the clock as he drains the winner. What a finish.
And he never had a doubt. He was celebrating the moment it had left his hand.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
Thanks for tuning in to the...